Okay, first, it is necessary to confirm the accuracy of the TPC. You can rotate the robot around the axis. Rotate the robot y-axis, x-axis, and z-axis, and then you check if the end of the welding wire remains in the same position. If it does, then it indicates that the TCP is accurate. Okay. If it's not moved that much, and then the TCP is accurate. Okay, so first we're going to see this is our workplace. This is our workplace, okay? This is our workplace. And then first we need to draw a line. Draw a line in here, we draw a line. Okay? And after that, do not move the workpiece. Do not move the workpiece again. Okay? After draw a line, you don't want to move the workpiece again. Okay? And then, as you can see, I would recommend you to place the workplace like this. Our workplace is elevated, is a little bit higher than the desk here, okay? And so that the robot end can move lower, can move under our workpiece, okay? Just like that. The workpiece should be a little bit elevated, okay? Should be like this. Okay, so next we are going to create a program for calibration. Create a program, okay? Save it. And we are going to add 7 points. 7 points, okay? And we are going to change one of the points, the first one, into TCP. So this point actually is TCP points, okay? And now we are going to define our TCP point. 你还没有就是这条线要对到这儿，跟他说一下。Okay. So first, you should make sure the laser, the red laser, this line is aligned with the line you just draw. All right. The laser is aligned with the line you just draw. First, you need to make sure that now it's completely aligned. And next, 开稿。第一个点开稿。Next. Wait a minute. Next, you need to make sure the robot end effector, the robot end, the wire, the end, robot end is precisely at this point. This is the line and this is the point, the end of this line, okay? The end of this line. The robot end is precisely in the end of this line, in this position, okay? In this position. So the definition of the TCP is 2 things. First, you need to make sure that the line, the laser line, is aligned with the line you just draw. And next is the robot end. You need to move the robot end into the end of this line, this position, okay? This position here. And also, another thing is that the way of moving the robot has a restriction. You need to move the robot using a coordinate system. By that means you only can adjust the X and Y and Z axis. Okay, in here. 跟他说一下，只能移动那个坐标轴 here. So all the points that we adjust, we define is you can only move Y, X, Y, Z axis by using these 6 buttons. Alright, you don't want to move this thing. You don't want to move the joint movement or rotation. You don't want to move that. You only use X, Y, Z axis. I'm sorry. You only move this coordinate system. Okay. Move from Y axis, X axis, or Z axis. Okay. That's one thing you need to know. And now we already finished the TCP points. Okay. So we left in 6 points. So these 6 points we need to look at here. Here is our software interface. And you can see the 6 point is divided. The location of those 6 points is here. 6 point. And you can see here the vertical line is in here. Vertical line, yellow line. These 2 vertical line is our robot. Is the position of our robot. And you move the robot. If you move the robot, and then it will move. You'll move. Okay. And now we can see this line. You see this line? This line right through the 4 points and the 3 point. This line is basically this line. Okay. And this line is basically this line. Okay. So this area is basically this area. Okay. So the whole picture is like these 2 lines separates the whole picture into 4 area, like this area and this area and this area and this area. Okay. This one and this one and this one and this one. All right. So the first point is in this area. So the robot is in here. So first point, you need to move the robot into this area, and now it's in this area now. And I'll show you. So the thing is that if you want to come to this area, you need to move the robot slightly under the workpiece. Slightly under the workpiece. This is the surface of the workpiece, and it's a little bit under it. Okay, that's why I want you to place the workpiece like this. You need to slightly elevate your workpiece, and then you can do this. Okay. So this is the point 1, and now we already in this area. And another thing is that you want to make sure that the laser line is completely aligned with the line you just draw in here. You just drew. I'm sorry. Okay. You can see the laser is completely aligned with the line we just drew. Okay. So we're done. We're done with the point 1. We set it. Okay, so let's move into point 2. 我们开搞第2个点吧。这是第1个，现在是第2个。对。Let's go for point 2. So point 2 is basically in this area. right? In this area. So we need to move it around like here. Okay? And now it's already in this area now. Okay. And another thing is that as the point 1, the same requirement is that this line, what you draw, this line is need to align with the laser line. Okay, it's completely aligned, so it's cool. 这就可以了是吧？ So it's done. The point 2 is done. And next one is point 3. Sorry, point 3. Okay. Should I do it? So the point 3, you can see here, point 3 is right past through this line. Point 3 is through this line, right? Right past through this line. And this line is basically this line. This line is basically this line. So it's in here, is right across this line. And at the same time, it should be in the right side of this line. Should be the right side of this line right here. So should be in the right side of this line. In here. Okay. And the also you need to make sure that the laser is aligned with this this line. Okay, done. Okay, next one. So next one is point 4. So point 4 is also passed through this line. So it's this line, right? And it's in the left side of this line. In the left side of this line. Okay. Okay, so make sure the laser is aligned with the line you just drew. Okay, done. Okay. So next one is point 5. Point 5. So point 5 is in this area, right? This line and this line. So it should be in here, right? This area. So it's in this area now. What you need is you just need to check if the laser is aligned with this line, and then it's okay. Okay, the last one. So the last one is in here. So it's gonna be in here, right? It's in here, and also make sure the laser is aligned with the line you just drew, and that's cool.
OK， 要不最后再让我看一下怎么移动的？
怎么移动的？
就是从第一个点移动到第二个点。
这个是要的吗？
可以不要。
And I wanna make sure that you know how to move the robot, and then the robot will in this corresponding this 6 points. So I'm gonna show you how to run the points. The first point is TCP points. It's right in here, right? Right in here. This the first one, TCP point. Okay. And okay, next one. I also make sure again， 就再提醒他一下，一定要用那3个轴。 Again, when you move the robot, you should only use coordinate system with the X, Y, or Z axis. All right. You don't want to use RX, RY, RZ, or change the degree of J1 to J6. Don't use them. All right. Okay. And let's move on the point one. The point one. Here's how it goes. This is point one. Around here. So it's a little bit under the workpiece. Just let you know. Okay, this position. Okay. So wait a minute. This is the point one, and it corresponding to this. Okay. And if you see here, it's A here in here. So it's point one. In this area. So its actual position is just like this. Okay. Let's move to point two. 现在可以了，现在打到点2吧。你照着它。Alright, let's go to point 2. Okay, so this is around point 2. This is point 2. We are in this area, and this area, point 2. Okay, and let's move to point 3. Okay, 你搞到点3. Okay, this is point 3. This is point 3, right? Point 3 in here across this line. Point 3 across this line. Okay, let's move to point 4. Okay, this is point 4. This is point 4. Cross this line and cross this line. Point 4. Okay, let's move into point 5. Okay, so this is point 5. Point 5. Let's move into point 6. Okay, this is point 6. This is point 6. In this area. Okay, and make sure every point the laser is always aligned with this line you just drew. Okay. Well, first we need to disconnect the camera in our teach pendant. Okay, disconnected that. And next, we come back in here, we close this software first. Close it. And we open this software. Okay. And we change the IP address. Change the IP address and press confirm. This is confirm. Chinese. I'm sorry that we don't have English version. 这个应该是没有英文版的是吧？ Okay, so this is you change the IP address and then you press confirm, and then you come back into Teach Pendant. We enter the IP address. So remember, we should be in the same segment. Okay. Next. Next, we're going to move the robot to. You can see that the program we already defined 6 points, right? Now we want to. This point is a TCB point. TCB point. We need to in here and press move here to let the robot move into this point, and then come back. And then come into this interface device. You can see this is our calibration interface. Here we need to install installation first, and this is our TCP point. the robot is already in the TCP point now, and you set it as a TCP point, and you come back to the program point,
这个时候要抬高。
and you don't wanna cause any collision, so watch out your robot, okay? And let the robot move to the point 1, okay? This is TCP point and this is point 1, right? We just define robot is in here now. And here is the thing. The interface here, when you move into the point 1 to point 6, it has to have a green line in here. If you have a green line, then the algorithm thing can recognize the points, okay, and then the process can go on. So make sure we have a green line in here in this interface. Okay, so let's continue. So TCP point, you don't need to check the green line, but point 1 to point 6, you need to check the green line. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's move into point 2, and then move the robot into point 2. It's in the point 2 now, and you come back. You come back in here. Point 2, and check if we have a green line in here. Yes, we have a green line here, so it's cool. Come on, you confirm that as point 2. So point 3 is basically the same. Come on, you move it into point 3, in the point 3, and check if we have a green line. Yes, we have, and then okay, confirm that. Okay, come on, point 4. And in this process, you need to make sure the robot won't cause any collision. Watch out, okay? And again, watch here. We have a green light again. So go ahead. Okay, so point 5. We're in point 5 now, and we still have a green line. Okay. Okay, so one last point. Okay, it's in point 6 now, and still you need to check the green line. Yes, so confirm that as point 6. Okay. And you need to click here, the calibration of verification. You press it, you click it, okay.
生成了一个坐标。
Now we
然后到那个点。
and now 就是现在不要长按这个什么？
对。
长按吧。We hold this one.
还可以，很准。
We hold this one, and the robot will come into around this position, around here. Okay, the robot and will move around here. 然后就完成了是吗？
对，标定就完成了。
Okay, so now we already finished the calibration process.